I know your name, I know you great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the All Things Unraveled podcast. My name is Tshilanda Debora, and I'm here with a special guest,
Ivana.
Welcome, Ivana, to my podcast. I'm really excited to have you here today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I feel like today is going to be the subject that we have planned for today is going to be a very interesting one.
Very.
I don't know why, but I just feel like, okay, I do feel original because sometimes the topics that I be bringing on this podcast, I feel like no one really speaks of, or it is people do touch on those topics, but just in a different angle.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I really love about just God, because he just uses everyone in a different way, whether it's for the same topic or in the same industry. And I just love it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like we're really gonna go into details.
Yeah, definitely.
Like in depth.
Yeah, I'm really excited to hear your point of view and unravel this subject that we have today. Today's topic for the friendship series is
friends with benefits.
And I know when you hear friends with I know when you hear friends with benefits, you're just like, girl, what?
Yeah.
And why would you even? I mean, it's this topic that still needs to be
discussed about.
Yeah.
You know.
But like, we're gonna unravel it in a different angle today, right?
Unravel.
Oof. Yeah, unravel, baby. That's what we do. But friends with benefits is known mainly as this exchange, right? That is done between two individuals, and it's most likely known as a sexual exchange. I don't know what other word I could use to make this more appropriate, but it is what it is, right? It's like two friends who decide that they get along or they don't get along or care for each other, don't care for each other. There's different levels, right? And they decide that let's take this friendship to another level and benefit from each other in a sexual way. But that is not the type of friends with benefits we're going to be talking about today. No, that's not what we're about, okay? The one that we're going to be discussing today, right, is really about regular friendships. Those friendships that you've had in the past or may still be in that take a lot from you and in which you don't receive much. You know, when you be pouring into someone and that feeling is just not reciprocated, but y'all still be calling each other friends, but you feel like you don't be getting anything out of that friendship. That's when, to me, honestly, it becomes like a friendship with benefits. Because like y'all call each other friends just for the sake of what you get out of that person in that relationship. Yeah. What do you think about this topic? Friends with benefits. What is that?
First, I want to ask you, do you think that's an issue?
Oh, me? Honestly, I do feel like it's okay to a certain extent, right? Because in all friendships, right, you are, and even outside of friendships, just in life in general, we're always using other people to get to our ends.
Yeah.
We're never using them as pure means, but we're always using them to get something, you know, at the end of the day. And it's not a bad thing. That's just how the world functions. And in friendships, it happens often. But there's different levels to it. So I do think that it's a bad thing when it's at an extreme level or when there's things lacking in that friendship. You know? What do you think?
I think it's okay. I think it's life. I think if you're friends with benefits, make it known. Don't be like, okay, we're friends, you know, and one person thinks, okay, she can be my best friend.
Yeah, exactly.
But the other person thinks, no, like, I'm just using you to get somewhere in my business and life, in my career, whatever. Like, make it known. It's like you have a coworker, right? You guys are friends. You guys can have each other's number. But you know that's your coworker.
Yeah.
You know? So make it known this is my friends with benefits. You know you guys link up to talk about business. You guys link up to talk about this or that. So I don't think it's bad. Just make it known.
Yeah, definitely make it known.
So no one can be like, oh yeah, this girl or this guy is using me for this. Like,
exactly.
She called me just for that. Like, you know, so just make it known. Just I know, like, people don't be like, okay, I'm your friend just for benefits.
Exactly. Like, I'm just your friend because when we be going out, you be paying for everything.
Yeah.
That you're never going to say that because that, first of all, that's not genuine. If you do that, that's not okay. Mm-hmm. No one is ever going to feel comfortable to say that, oh, I'm only talking to you for that specific thing, you know? It just sounds weird.
Like, I know I had, like, friends where, well, friends.
Girl, you're getting ahead of me. But I like it. I like how you're really, you know, engaging in this.
Because it's something that we all go through. And I think, personally, I really been through it. Mm-hmm. Like, there's some friends where I know when I used to, like, party, that's my friend to party. Mm-hmm. À part ça, sorry. Besides that, we don't really talk. We don't talk. You know?
But was it ever known? Did that person state that was the...
No one state anything. Yeah. But, like, we knew what's up.
Okay.
Like, the friend that I call about my problems is not... Like, I wouldn't call her about my problems. Like, it's just... We're going out. Yeah. We're going out to eat, you know?
Those kind of friendships, yeah.
So, I think if you're mature, like, it should just click. Like, okay, we're cool to go eat.
Yeah. Definitely.
We're cool to walk in the park.
Yeah.
But we're not cool when I'm going through a mental breakdown. I'm not going to call you.
But that can also be complicated because it's like, how do you even... That also goes with boundaries, I think. But, like, how do you even set those things in a friendship to say that, okay, we're friends for this, right? We hang out for that. You know, how do you even do that?
I think it depends on the consistency of the friendship. Like, do you guys text each other, check up on each other? You just know. Like, my coworker, they're not gonna check up on me, or I don't know, this or that. You know, like, I don't know. It's just, it clicks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
you'll see. People. You know who's your friend, and you know who's your friend of benefit for benefits. Like, I don't.
And I feel like you might be in a friendship where you know that person is not like your go-to person. If ever you have an issue, you're not gonna go to that person directly. But for some people, it doesn't click that we're just friends for one specific reason, you know? Because I feel like it's not really... People don't touch on the whole friendship with benefits because I feel like it's not something we acknowledge often. Yeah. We just take it for what it is, and when things go bad, start bashing that person, saying that, oh, she was using me, she was never genuine. But what were the initial intentions on both sides when y'all decided to become friends, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying earlier that it can be hard to really set those things because you're not going to go into a friendship and be like, yeah, girl, so we only see each other on Fridays when we go to the club. Yeah. You know? No, you don't do that. So it can be complex at times.
I feel like even in a love relationship, you know how we like clarity?
Yeah.
Like, I want you. You're my man. You know what I mean? With me personally, I let that known with my friends. Like with my best friend, I let her know I appreciate you, I love you, you know, you're my girl. But that's on my side, right? Because I'm letting her know. Maybe I'm not saying it to another person, but she still thinks we're best friends. Like, we all have Instagram friends. Like, we all have social media friends. It happens where you're my Instagram friend.
Yeah.
But maybe you think
we're more than that. Yeah. But it's not the case.
Baby.
But I really like how you said you let your best friend know that you appreciate her, that she is your best friend. I never really thought of that, you know? I mean, really? I do it, but it's like...
Do you do it or like...
Yeah, I don't do it with that intention to let it be known that... Because that does reciprocate things. Yeah. When you open up, when you communicate, and you let that person know where she stands in your life.
But there's people that they like to talk. Like, they can open up to anyone. Yeah. Oh. Like, they can tell their business to anyone.
Honestly, I never
so
really...
So it's like, do you really appreciate me or, like, you just talk?
I know. Those people who always come to you to just ramble and talk about their issues.
They'll tell me about what they've been in the past. Like, I've been through this and that. And it's like, girl, you don't even know me.
Exactly. Yo, honestly, this always happens at work. There's always that one person.
The one girl.
There's always that one person who just talks about her whole life, her whole journey, and girl, it's just like, this is our second shift together, girl. Like,
so yeah, it's like, how do you know this is a friendship with benefits?
How do you know this is a friendship with benefits? Do you have an answer to that?
No. I think it really depends on your maturity. Like, okay, we know.
Yeah, definitely. Your maturity, and also being aware of what you're stepping into, why you're stepping into it. I think it all goes back to being intentional about your actions and your words. When you're intentional about your actions, you know that I'm going into this friendship with that end goal, you know, and that person is going to help me. Oh, I literally had a conversation with someone yesterday, and she approached me talking about, oh, I want you to be a part of this, and that, and she was just stating the reasons why she wanted me to be a part of that. We're not friends. We don't go out. We don't talk like that. Okay. But we used to hang out back in the days, right? But we both know that we're not friends. We both know that we're not going to go to the cafe tomorrow to, you know, catch up.
Yeah.
But just that, her coming to me and letting me know why she's speaking to me, what she wants to get out of me, out of this conversation we're having, and potentially like long term, that is like, that goes to show that being intentional and communicating your intentions way ahead of time when you get into the friendship or that whatever the relationship is, will prevent the thought of like leading that person on, making them think that the relationship is more than what it actually is. So I just wanted to bring that, because
see, like, you know, because how she's communicating with you.
You can
I
have a question for you. Do you know why I decided to do this video with you specifically, speak on this topic specifically with you?
No
idea at all.
Let me know.
Okay, well, Ivana,
baby.
Okay, first of all, I was gonna explore the other angle that we spoke of earlier, the sexual angle, right? But some just wasn't right. Like, it just wasn't clicking, because I think that's just not what I was meant to talk about. Yeah, because like, anywho, what made me think you were a perfect fit for this video honestly, was this one thing you said. You mentioned something about you used to be a yes man. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
When I thought of that, I was like, she's a great fit for this video. Do you want to get into that? Let people know what made you a yes man? How are you still navigating through that and all that stuff?
Ooh, yeah.
Let the people know.
Ooh, wow. You touched the heart. Like, you touched my heart right there.
That's the point.
If my best friend is watching this, and I will force you to watch this, period, she'd be like, yeah, Ivana's a yes man. She's always at me for that. Yeah. I treat people how I want to be treated. That's literally it. Like, I love making people happy. I like making someone's day. So, I think that's it. I don't really know why. I'm still navigating. I'm getting better. I was really bad. Like, really, really bad.
Yeah.
You want something, I'm there. You need something, I'm there. I'm a yes man. I'll never say no. And I believe in when you give, you will receive much more. But now, sorry, I'm going to talk a bit about my faith.
Yeah.
Like, when God says just give, like, be generous. But God also said, don't be a fool. Yeah. So that's what's helping me now, of like being less of a yes man. I will help you, but I won't be stupid.
Yeah, definitely.
And there's boundaries, there's limits. And I'm still learning how to put myself first. I think that's one thing, like, I didn't know how to put myself first.
Yeah.
I'm now on this journey that never ends, which is self-love.
Never
right?
ends.
Never ends.
Yeah.
So I was really struggling, TMI, with self-love. So, you know.
What is TMI?
Too much information.
Oh, okay.
Come on, girl.
I need to be updated, okay?
That's what happens when you're on social.
Yeah.
For a long time.
No kid.
I'm kidding. But yeah, yeah, I think it's because my self-love is getting stronger and stronger. So I see that I cannot always be a yes man because it belittle me.
Yeah.
It makes me weaker in a way, or it's too much to handle. Yeah. So I got anybody. You know what I mean? I'm still generous, but there's just boundaries.
Yeah. And do you think that the fact that you used to be such a yes man, what do we say yes man? A yes woman, whatever, okay? Do you believe that you being that in the past led you to be in friendships with people who used you more than they should have, or used you only to get to
100%. Yeah. A lot of I had a lot of friends with benefits. People saw me as like an opportunity. Like when I got my first my license, I saw that, whoa, what is going on? Am I a taxi now? And I would honestly, oh, Ivana, yes, okay, I'm coming. I don't care what time it was. Midnight. I don't care. I'm there. Yeah. I don't care if I have homework. I'll come and get you. Like, not because I felt like, okay, I need to obey you, or like you're higher than me, or I don't know whatever the circumstance is. It's just out of my heart. I just always wanted to say yes. And
so people used you because of that.
Yeah, a whole lot. And there's other things too.
Yeah.
To the point where my dad was like, had to sit me down and like, Ivana, calm down.
Really?
Yeah.
Was that bad?
It was bad.
Damn.
Like, Ivana, you're always outside doing something for someone. Yeah, but you know.
Yeah.
God's gonna bless me.
Don't be a fool.
Don't be a fool.
You did mention something about boundaries, setting boundaries, and boundaries. I love that word just because it's something that you can apply in all areas of your life. And I want to know how. What did those boundaries look like for you in those friendships with benefits, those relationships?
Don't let it drain you.
Don't let it drain you. So what do you do in order for that relationship not to let it drain you?
Learn how to say no.
Yeah, girl.
Like, that's it.
It sounds easy, but it's not as easy. Saying no is not as easy.
You need to learn how to reflect on everything.
That can be hard.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's not impossible. Someone's texting you, hey, can you go get me pizza? But you're now like doing homework and stuff like that. Okay, you're looking at the text. I'm gonna go get them pizza, and then I would have to drive to them, and then at this time, but I had to finish my homework at this, and do that, and then tomorrow I have to do this. Like, I don't have time. You need to reflect.
Yeah.
Learn how to say no for your own good. You're not being mean. You're doing something for yourself.
And it's reasonable too. I love how you said learn how to say no, but you also let us know how you can say no. You know, a way to practice it. There's ways to practice it.
It's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Yeah, just how you say it
too. And the person that you're talking to or whatever that you have to say no to, if they take it as the wrong way, like, I can tell you no and you'd be like, okay, I understand. And then there's another girl where I say no, they'll be like, yo, like, I just asked her to do these and she said no. Like, how selfish can
people
she be?
Taking things out of context just to make you look bad. But
but I'm sorry, I love
Yeah.
when people just show their true colors.
Oh, yeah.
There's not once I've been sad when people show their true colors. I say, God, thank you.
Amen.
Cut off now.
Yeah.
I know what I can say to you. I know what not to say to you. And I know if I can deal with you or not. So thank you for showing your true colors.
Yeah.
Negativity shows so much as positivity does.
Yeah, definitely. What you said goes into when pressure is applied, right? How does the other individual respond to that? It's the behavior they have when pressure is applied that shows their true character, that shows their true colors.
Yeah.
How do you respond when I can't do something for you? How do you respond when I can't be there for you for whatever reason? How do you respond when the situation is not about you?
Yeah.
That says a lot about someone's character, because it just shows how you're able to show up for someone else when it's not about you.
Yeah, 100%. Like friends with benefits, if you tell them no, they might act a certain way.
Definitely.
Like, for example, my best friend again. I did something and she called me out. Right? Like I was in her city and I didn't tell her. She called me out. She's like, you could have told me you were in my city. But I was literally there just for 1 second. Okay, it doesn't matter. But she called me out.
Yeah.
And I did not get mad. I'm like, thank you for telling me. Like, thank you for checking me. Now I know that we're real. Like, this is a real friendship. You called me out. It's like my sister, I'll call her out. Like, why didn't you do the dishes? And we move on with life. Like, you don't need to.
You don't hold a grudge because she said no, or you don't act a certain way because that person didn't give you what you wanted. Yeah. That's just
you call me out. I fix myself. We move on. Yeah. I apologize. We move on.
And I feel like in friendship with benefits, like those are conversations that you can't even have.
No,
you can't even have, because there's no end goal to that conversation. It's not like y'all gonna have a conversation to move on, like to make it up and be in a good space. What's the point of you guys being in a good space when that person only wants one thing from you?
Yeah.
You know, for them it's like, okay, she said no now, whatever, you know, we'll try next time.
Yeah, friends with benefits, I think it's really just clear. It might not be clear on both sides, but if you see the other person it's not clicking for them, like, yo, I'm just...
Let them know.
Yeah, let them know, like...
If it's for a business opportunity, let them know that it's for that. If you want to be study buddies, I think that's, like, don't make it more than what it actually is. If that's what we are, study buddies, don't come and ask me, how's your mom? How are your siblings doing? How's your boyfriend? And like, there's no need for us or for you to go deep into the questions you ask me, because that has nothing to do with the reason why we gather. You know, 100%. Let's stick. It's like keeping it professional. When you go to work, you know that you're there for work. The conversations you might have, they'll ask you how you're doing and all that stuff, but you keep it concise. Exactly. You keep it, you know, at a minimalistic level. Those are conversations that that are inappropriate for the setting in which we're in. Why? Because the nature of our relationship does not require us to go deep into those subjects and those questions.
For example, I had a coworker guy. He's a little older than me. He's like a dad. He's funny. He's nice. He's like, oh, so do you have a boyfriend or like a man? But he didn't mean it like in a weird way. He just meant like, he's just a funny guy, right? And I'm like, why do you want to know? Yeah. And then he's like, oh, you know, I'm not being rude. It's just, know your place. Yeah,
you don't need to know that side of me. You don't. And I know it can sound like it's rude, but the reality of it is not everybody needs to know your business. And for this, knowing your business looks different for everybody. We all have different levels of privacy and different meanings of privacy. For me, maybe that question wouldn't have been an issue. I would have been like, yeah, I do. Yeah, we've been together for 6 years. And for her, it might just be like, no, that's too much. Like, I don't want you to know if I go home to my cats or I go home to my boyfriend, because you know, different levels, different meanings of privacy. You got to know what that is for you in order to, you know, act accordingly and reply accordingly as well.
Because we were just talking about our patience. Now you want to talk about boyfriend.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't mind telling you, but it's like, why? I don't know.
Yeah. Can be weird.
And the thing when you said you don't want to be rude, to be honest, if I'm talking to you nicely and I know I'm talking to you nicely and you take it the wrong way, the way you took it has nothing to do with me.
Yes.
I'm so sorry. If I yelled at you, cussed you, okay, I understand. That was rude. But if I talk to you like, hey, like, why do you need to know that? And then you're like, oh, you don't have to be rude. That has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Because what was rude about what I said? Is it the fact that I didn't want to open up that was rude to you?
Because people are not used to someone saying no or like... People think... Some people, it's always like, yeah, I can have anything I want or I can know anything I want. Like, you know? So,
and especially when you're in an environment where everybody is just so at ease with, you know, talking about their business.
Yeah, when I'm always the quiet one.
When you meet that one quiet person who does not open up, it might seem like, okay.
Yeah, I get
attitude,
that
you know?
all the time. Ivana doesn't talk. Ivana's so quiet.
Yeah.
Like, what's her issue? Girl, I'm observing you. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Observe your friends.
You do.
And know how you can communicate with them, what you can say and not say. Always observe.
Yeah. I want to know if those friendships with benefits in which you were in, right? Did they affect you, and how did they affect you? Like, as a person, did they affect the way you showed up in your other relationships?
It really shut me down. I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, there was no clarity that you were friends with me for one reason. So when I found out, I realized, I put 2 and 2 together, that you're just using me. It broke me. It really affected how I approach other people and how I let other people into my life. I stopped opening up to people. I stopped just making friends and being very isolated. But then I checked myself and I'm like, wake up. Because there is people out here that truly likes you and truly cares about you. But it's just like, damn, you gonna use me like that?
I know, it'd be hard to wrap your mind around that.
And when you see that one person's treating you a certain way, but then you see them with someone else and they're like this, you're like, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But everyone, it's like when we say, if a man wants to, he will.
Yeah.
If a friend wants to,
she will. Okay.
If she's
Yeah.
going out with Rebecca to Starbucks and eating.
Why can't she do that with you?
Stop making excuses for people.
Oh, amen to that.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop. Because me, I'm so real with myself. Me too. Huh? You see me. I even have people I will not call text, but you, I will call and text. Why? Because if I want to, I will. That's just it. Like, be real with yourself. Like, you're doing the same thing too. You know, there's people you're not checking up on too, and calling and making dates with. So, same thing with you. It's just like when you find your people.
Yep.
You know
who they are.
Yeah.
You know who they are.
And that's okay.
That is. It's okay.
Smaller circle is the best circle.
It is. It is.
So it's okay if I have friends with benefits. I think I'm at a place in my life where I'm mature enough to see. You know, when they say like, I can see your energy. I don't like using energy, but you know, like, I see where you're coming from. The way we talk to each other. Is it a hi, how are you? Or like, hi, how are you? Like, is it a fake hi, like to a point where we have to be respectful and then we go jump talking about business or, you know, so can I FaceTime you at midnight and you're going to answer? Or do I have to make an appointment?
Yeah, different levels.
Yeah.
Different levels to those relationships. What are some things that you told yourself that to overcome that phase you went through once you realized that, you know, there were some people who were in your lives and who did not have the best intentions?
that even in high school, you lose friends, you gain friends here or there. And I realized that will go on for life.
Yeah.
So for me you said to overcome, self-love, y'all.
The best remedy.
Yes, like just accepting. Acceptance is very important.
It's
like,
big, yeah.
This happened to me. It hurts me. I'ma feel my emotions. If I have to cry, I will cry. Let me feel my emotions.
That's the part.
After that,
like to do.
I know, me too. Like, it can take me months to cry about one situation.
I promise you.
Yeah.
Hey, I will drag it just because I don't want to cry.
My sister be like, yo, just cry.
Yeah.
I be like, no.
No, I'll be telling that to myself.
It's not like I'm trying to be tough. I can't. Like, and
no, I just don't want to. I just tell myself, ain't nobody got time for that today.
Yeah, like,
and I just like,
let's go. We got things to do.
Can you imagine scheduling a time to cry? Hey.
Like, this week, I'ma feel my emotions, but next week,
no.
When it comes, or like when it hits midnight,
yeah.
Whoop,
or this week we got stuff to do. We can't get into that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit down and start journaling today. Yeah, I ain't got time. We got stuff to do.
But that's the hard thing.
Yeah, you have to stop doing that. Accept where you're at.
Take the time, feel what you have to feel. It's really important.
It really is.
And if you're a man watching this, it's okay to cry.
Yeah.
It's fine.
To talk about your emotions. If you have that one person who you know you can run to and have those hard and conversations with.
That's the thing too. It's so hard for me to open up. And I think you know that, like, it's hard.
It is.
But yeah, accept what you've been through. Okay, this person used me. It hurts. Let me cry for a little bit. Okay. And then if you want to talk to that person about it, which you should.
Yeah, you should. You go ahead and do that.
Like, hey, I realized that, you know, this and that, it kind of hurt me. I'm not mad at you. Because I have peace in my head now. I felt my emotions. I accepted it. But I just want to let you know that I know that you know that I know that you know that yeah. And then you move on, like, you know, it's
and
life.
There's this thing that I'm learning I right now and trying to apply in my life. It's Sarah Jakes who mentioned it.
Love her.
I love her too. God bless her. But she really mentioned something about some character traits that we have, the bad ones, right?
Yeah.
There's an event in your life that have led you to be like that.
Yeah.
They have not been planted into you for no reason, right? And so I'm like, this is sinking in, and I'm trying to, for example, let's use this situation, right? You find out that someone has been using you. You have to understand that it might not really be about you. You know, it's not because that person didn't necessarily use me while they were trying to get something out of me, but it's not because I'm a bad person. It's not because I can't be a good friend. It's really just because of their intentions.
It's
their intentions and their character. And their character is there because of their experiences. That trait has been built. You have to understand that. Put yourself in. I think not really doing that is going to help me. If ever this situation was like I was in that situation, would help me to understand that that person is acting that way because of something that has happened to her that built her to be that way today.
But there is some people who are just genuinely evil and don't want your good.
Yeah, but
most of the time it's what they've been through, how they see things, their character. So yeah, don't always take everything personally.
Yeah, don't always take everything personally. Yeah, and don't think it's about you.
Yeah,
people, we all be going through stuff, right? And I really love to say this: you might not be for everybody, just like not everybody might be for you. And it's life. You're not meant to click with everyone. You're not meant to be close buddy with everybody.
You shouldn't.
You shouldn't, and you're just not. I feel like all your encounters in life, they bring you something. You learn something from it. That doesn't necessarily mean that y'all gonna be friends for the rest of y'all
and
lives.
that was my issue before. I thought everyone I met were like sisters.
Same.
And that my mom had to like tell me, Ivana, like not everyone is your friend.
Yeah, no cap. One final thing, Miss Mamas. What would you like to tell people who watching this who might have been scarred from past friendships with benefits, friendships in which they felt that they were being used. What could you say to them right now for those watching?
You know that you did good to that person. Stand on that. Even if it hurt you, you did good to the person. You helped them. You were there for them. Stand on that. Your blessing will definitely come.
Amen.
Why is karma a thing, but good things coming back to you not a thing? Like, let's talk about that.
That's true.
You know? And stand with the people who are about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you don't like something, talk about it. Take one day at a time. So you will definitely get over it.
Yeah,
Don't
eventually.
Don't be hard on yourself.
Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing your point of view today with me and all the beautiful people watching.
Sure.
Thank you also for your advice. That was some really good advice, girl. I'm going to take it for myself, and I hope that if you feel compelled by what she said and you're going through this, take the advice, or maybe watch other videos, read other articles, or books that might...
Or reach out to us. Like, I really would love to help you guys, honestly.
Aww.
Like, DM me.
That's very nice of you.
I don't mind, like,
That's very nice
even
of
if
you.
you want a phone call. Like, I'm just like that.
Aww.
Yeah. Stop it.
Okay, my bad. Now that all things have been unraveled on this topic called friends with benefits, I'm going to leave you, we are going to leave you all. Mention down below if there's one big thing that you're trying to learn this year, trying to practice, whether it's connected to friendship with benefits or another topic. Feel free to comment down below. For her, it was patience and
discipline and communicating and acceptance.
Yeah, that's a lot, girl.
Yeah.
No, that's okay. Because I only have one thing. I was like, okay.
Oh,
Me, honestly, I'm going to share this with you. For me, it's really patience and acknowledgement. Yeah, those are like two big things in which, like, with myself that I'm trying to learn. So comment down below, and I will see you all on the next episode of All Things Unraveled.
period.
I know your name, I know you great. Yeah, yeah, yeah.